filming me? Yeah, so driving to a house to drop my brother's car off, and then I'm fucking off back down to London. Because, to be honest, it's a bit too cold down here for me. Up here, should I say. For me now. I'm climatised. So, yeah. Which way should I go?
You're leaving me again. Fucking hell. You're leaving me again. Bitch.
Not for long. We're definitely not going to let a year and a half go by this time.
I don't even think we vlogged yesterday.
Are you sure? I think we did in the morning.
Yeah, and that was about it. I was so ill last night and this morning. I think the motion sickness actually caught up on me.
Yeah, this morning, when we were driving back from the ferry port, I thought I was going to hurl in the car. I realised I had some jokes again.
I brought a sick bag with me from the boat.
Yeah.
I got a sewing kit and a shower cap from someone else's deluxe room.
Apparently, Emma has a real passion for stealing things, especially little, things like
you never know. You never know when you need a sewing kit and a shower cap at the same time.
That's right. You never know. You never know. So.
And it's snowing.
Now it's snowing. My train's gonna probably be delayed because that's just what happens.
I think as soon as my head hits the pillow tonight, I'm going to be asleep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be asleep on the train.
The worst thing is, after we dropped June, we went to Tesco, and I'm stood in Tesco looking at something, and I just felt I was on a really choppy boat again. My legs were just going.
Oh, should have gone the other way.
And the other worst thing is when you sat down and you feel as though you're rocking forwards and backwards.
Is it your dad behind me?
Yep. Feel as though rocking backwards and forwards. Have you not found that yet?
No.
You might find that tonight when you lay in bed. Did you pick the rape alarm up?
I've got the rape alarm.
You're gonna do that, Nick M, when he's got his back to you. Just be behind him and pull it. I think he'd shit his work.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to...
Oh my god, last night, that guy...
What guy?
Practically lobbing his cock out. He was like, do you want it? What is it about me and you attracting weirdos like that?
Emma, I'm used to it now.
I can't believe you left me.
I didn't leave you. When did I leave you?
You went and tried to find champagne?
Oh, yeah. We went on a champagne hunt, which we didn't find.
No. There was cows on the boat, on the ship.
Yeah, which we didn't get to see.
No, because the guy that stopped the girl with the weed, that's another story.
Yeah, so this girl got stopped with weed.
Weed took the piss.
Quite funny because they were in front of us. The guy pulled them to one side to check their bags. He pulled us to one side to check our bags, obviously, because we look so menacing with our drugs and our alcohol. And I was making jokes saying, hey, oh my god, pull over the kids. He was letting all the old people through, of course, obviously, especially even Judith, and she probably had a load of the stuff on her.
She was already high as a kite.
Because she was, yeah. And two girls in front of us are sort of laughing at what I was saying. They're like, yeah. And then, dun dun dun, he pulls out a bag of weed out this girl's purse. And she's like, oh, I didn't know it was in that so sorry, I didn't know. So he says to her, he's like, you have to stay.
Can I have your passport?
Yeah, she had to stay for 4 hours of interrogation, full cavity search, and she wasn't allowed. She had to be escorted
onto the boat to get her stuff, but came off without her stuff and without her friend. After 15 minutes before that, her friend was like, "It's okay, dear, I'll stay with you." The next thing we know,
it.
And next thing we know, the girl was like, no, I'm going home. I'm going home. So where is she? I've left her in Amsterdam. Imagine ringing your parents to tell them, yeah, by the way, I won't be home tomorrow. Or maybe the next day, because I have to wait for a plane to be escorted onto a plane and then escorted off because they found weed on me.
Awkward. Yeah, not worth it.
No.
She didn't look too happy, her friend, this morning, but to be fair, that was my friend. Don't know about Emma, but I would probably leave them as well if you're stupid enough to put that shit in your purse and try and think that you're going to get away with it. It wasn't just a little bit of weed either, it was like 20, 30
If it was a case of we knew we hadn't had any on us, like we knew we hadn't, if we had, like...
If you genuinely didn't know...
If you genuinely didn't know someone had planted it there,
yeah,
then I would stay for you.
Yeah, and you would know, obviously, because...
I mean, we were so hungover yesterday morning, we didn't even think about touching it.
Yeah.
We sniffed it.
Yeah, fuck no, Amsterdam, generally.
Walked down the street and I got a whiff of it and my brain just exploded. It was a case of boom. But we felt so rough. And even the guy that found the weed on her was winding us up saying, you go to Amsterdam for weed? No. We went to Amsterdam and were so hungover that we couldn't have any. And he was like, yeah. No. Even the smell was making me... I still feel nauseous now.
Yeah. Well, I feel very nauseous, but it definitely wasn't from weed because obviously it didn't really... Well, we didn't do any.
We get back to mine. Well, I get back to mine and then I hear the door and I'm thinking, that was quick. And then we're like, shall we have some pancake? Because we missed Pancake Day.
Yeah, Shrub Tuesday. Every year I miss that fucker and I love pancakes.
They weren't the best pancakes.
No. Best ones are homemade ones. Easy.
We ate 1.5 and then also we looked at each other and we're like, I feel sick. And you were like, yeah, I feel sick too.
Daddy finished them.
Yeah, fat bastard finished them off. Speaking of fat bastards behind us, let's not let him see this vlog.
Emma, you're so mean about your daddy.
I love my daddy really, he's my chauffeur.
Yeah, you're a little daddy's girl, honestly.
Winding them guys up last night, basically, they were like, oh, I drive such and stuff. I drive such and such.
I drive a Range Rover.
You went, I have a bigger dick than you all. And I was like,
I have the biggest penis here.
And I was like, well, I have a chauffeur. Which is technically true.
Technically.
Because I don't drive legally. So I have a chauffeur.
She can drive. She just chooses not to.
I don't choose not to.
Oh.
I want to drive. Oh, Lord. Oh, look at the snow. Oh, look at the snow. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, I'll put the car in the carriage. There we go. Right. As the French say, c'est tout. Finished. That's all. That is all, folks. Yeah. So, I'm gonna put my stuff in.
Smile.
Are you still filming or are you taking pictures?
Filming.
Oh.